Chuggalos, welcome back to day 2 of the 2025 Brew Crew podcast advent calendar in conjunction with our friends down at the Barrel House. I'm excited. First solo episode, a couple of fire episodes for Gimmick Gus and Stev already on the YouTubes. Lots of comments already blowing up. We're going to do a recap of yesterday's beer of what I have for scores. Let's just check this out. We'll go into the spreadsheet because as people like to say, I like to document things. So we have JT with a 4. Matt gave it a 4.25. Mikey gave it a 4.25. Kate gave it a 3. Everyone's going to be like, Kate, what happened? How did you already have beer number 2? She got the order mixed up. We'll get into that in a little bit. Sethicus with a 3.75. Ouch out to Gimmick Gus. What a bomb-ass review. 4. Better Matt still working on his video. We got some tech there going. Stev with a 3.25. Svil, nothing yet. I'm sure it's coming. Chunkle Mark, brought to you by Stev, 3.5. Stev Sis. Stev, you're in charge of coming up with a new...
And that's the bottom line.
...nickname for her. And then Trey with a 3. So I would say, within reason, we're all, it's a very drinkable beer. Everyone that I heard back from said smattering, whether it was comments on Untapped or videos. Again, thank you for doing those. That's fantastic. Today we have a German Pils. I think Gimmick Gus put this in here to weaponize the calendar. And what I mean by that, it's got the best name in the world. The brewery is, I'm going to nail this, Badische Staatsbrauerei Rothaus. And it's a Tannen Zapfle. Look at that bottle. Nice. 5.1%, and this is a German Pils. And I think, based on... Oh, no, we'll get to that stat later. Also, I'm looking off the list. I have the signed Svil edition of the calendar. This is the legit one. I'd be very sad if you have the true one. But Svil wrote all of his scores, so when he did the list... Otherwise, Stev, I'd be coming for that list. I have to have them all. They're like freaking Pokemon to me. Anyways, I have all 5 of them. As Gimmick Gus said, this is his first year. I'm excited for these reviews. The last 4 years were put together by Sarah. I have all of her handwritten notes. It just got to have it. All right, on to the beer. Matt is thirsty. Rothaus Pils. 3, 2, 1. Oh, excellent. Came off. Nice foil. That extra seal, that extra signature. First impression, ice cold, by the way. 5.1 ABV. That's a German Pils. It doesn't have the German or Euro aspect that you typically look at with these beers. It's a lot smoother drinker. Before I forget too, Chuggalo Ryan, part of the Up North crew, who are very much missed this year with their reviews. They will not be participating. But he chimed in and he goes, Matt, you totally forgot about the Yuengling news. There is Yuengling news. Yuengling is now going to be available in Wisconsin starting 1 January. So they're going to be able to get what the rest of the Great Lakes or Rust Belt region has been talking about since 1869 or whenever Yuengling started. And they said all variants too. It's not just going to be the mainline and Yuengling Light. It's going to be... Ooh, that's a good one. That's going to pop the crowd. Sorry, Stacy. But all the black and tan and all the different variants are going to be awesome. And those are seasonal too, so they're not going to be day one. But all the lines, so that's awesome. We'll get this out of the way. And now we're going to go to the website review. Check this out. Oh yeah, look at that beautiful page. Gimmick Gus. Look at that. Stev. And then these 2 bozos. We're going to have more videos. We're going to be inundated. Sorry about your feeds ahead of time. So you can go to Rothaus, ROTHAUS.de, which is the suffix for German websites. Yeah. Let's check it out. I haven't done it yet. St. Andrews. They've been open. Climate Positive 2030. These guys have been open since the 1700s. I was trying to find it earlier. And now it's translating the website because I had to click the German to American translation so we could get something for it. Sorry, I'm going fast. check out the English homepage to reduce. I want to find out more. It was on their Wikipedia. Let's go back to their Wikipedia. Let's just get, and that's all in German. 1791. That's what I wanted to go for. But we'll go back to the website. And then it went back to German. Look at all that. Very, very similar artwork, just different colors, all with the foil. All with, they do whiskey. Awesome. Awesome. Good times. All right. On to the beer. Make sure I write this down. Phil. Again, thanks for everything. There's going to be more gimmicks that come out through this month. I'm going to try to keep these shorter this year. I know time is precious. Original Black Forest. I'm wondering how old the specific beer is. Gimmick Gus might know, just right off the top of his noodle. All right. I like that it's got a little bit more drinkability for me compared to some of like a Czech Pils. This definitely stacks up well with the German Pils against like a Pilsner or Urquell or something like that. That's got more of that like stank or like an Amstel. I think I'm staying in the same realm because that's more of like a Low Country or Dutch Pils. Off the top rope, it's a great palate cleanser. Is it crushable? Absolutely not. I wouldn't want to have 6 of these, but 2 or 3 would completely go down. This would be a nice chaser to like a Bloody Mary or something like that. Just like a palate break up from like something a little bit more savory to something more cleaner, refined like this. That it would be awesome. So there's definitely situations where I could think of where I would really, truly enjoy this beer. Off the top rope, I'm going to go with a 325, but that's pretty good for a Pils. And again, Pils, German purity laws, not gimmicked, 4 different ingredients. Check out the back label here. Original, yep, water, barley malt, hops, and yeast. German purity laws. It does say 1837 on the back. I'm wondering if that's when it was brewed. Just kidding. That's when it was brewed. I'm wondering if the recipe... And on here, it does say 5.3%. And I could get refunded. Hell yeah. Yep, off the top rope, 325, a good Pils. What do we have on store for tomorrow? I should have been prepared. Another brewery, De Jal Breweries, Still Nacht. And that's a Belgian golden... Sorry, Stacey. Good. 2 good of them. 2 good ones today. 12%. Still Nacht. That's going to be exciting. A Belgian strong ale, which I've had a couple of those recently in the last couple of weeks. So I'm going to have good comparison. But that's it for day 2 of the 2025 Brew Crew Podcast Advent Calendar in conjunction with our friends from the Barrel House. Hopefully I get that down in the next 22 days. Cheers.